A2's junior year at Texas wasn't what any of us expected. I mean, we saw a team with all the potential in the world completely fall apart, but there was one bright spot, and that was A2's play. See, going into the season, I'll be honest, I was a bit apprehensive about his decision to even go to Texas, but what he showed on the field made it clear that he was more than capable of playing on that level. A2 was able to finish the season leading his team in reception and receiving yards, all from the tight end position. But what makes that even more impressive is he missed the first 2 games of the season because he was on the practice squad. Now, even though the team didn't live up to the preseason expectations, A2 had made a name for himself, and that meant that he could commit to pretty much any school in the nation and get immediate playing time. But I found out quick that he had another plan in mind.
What do you think about me going to the league? I mean, not even going back to school for my senior year and just entering my name in the draft.
Now, as you can probably see by the look on my face, I was completely caught off guard by his question. My first instinct was to immediately shoot down his idea and then explain to him why he needed to go back to school. But instead, I went with my second instinct, and that was to try to get a little bit better understanding. I mean, yeah, son, that's definitely an option, but what's got you considering taking that route?
I'm at the top of my game right now, Pops. I just had 2 back-to-back breakout seasons. I mean, why not? What's the point of me even going back to school? Like, what am I learning? You know? What am I developing? Besides, it's not like I can't always go back to get my degree.
I definitely didn't agree with my son's idea, and eventually I told him that. I let him know how beneficial one more year of college football can be and how important it was to stay patient. But before I knew it, we were in Texas at his pro day. Scouts from just about all 32 teams came out to A2's pro day. I mean, they weren't there just to see him. Of course, they had their eyes on a few other guys, but listen, he did his thing. He caught every ball that they threw his way. His footwork was on point. He ran the 40-yard dash and had a pretty good time. I mean, honestly, everything went well. After the event was over, I talked to a few of the scouts and they said they liked what they seen. Now, the only critique they had was his size. They felt like he was a little bit too skinny for the next level. So from A2's pro day to the night of the draft, he spent all his free time doing 2 things: eating food and lifting weights. We brought in a certified nutritionist and a chef and a personal trainer. They all worked together in crafting a perfect plan to totally transform his body. I mean, they had him eating 4 and 5 times a day, all different types of food and protein shakes. I think by the time it was all said and done, he had put on like 9 or 10 pounds of muscle, which is extremely impressive in such a short amount of time. The first few nights of the draft came and went, and A2 didn't get his name called. But finally, in the 7th round with the 256th pick, the Denver Broncos officially made my son's dreams come true and drafted him into the NFL. When you go into a training camp drafted that low, there's very little room for error. Every route has to be ran correctly and every pass has to be caught. I knew A2 was a bit discouraged throughout training camp, but I just kept reminding him about one of the GOAT tight ends, the man himself, Shannon Sharp. He was actually drafted in the 7th round as well, and he went on to have a Hall of Fame career. So I just let A2 know that if he just put his head down and work, he could have some of that same success. All right, so we are finally here, man. We getting ready for the season kickoff. Looks like the Broncos are going to be on the road taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I'm extremely excited to see what this new look Broncos team is going to do, man. They got Bo Nix at quarterback, and of course, my young boy A2 is starting. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. All right, so this Bronco defense was able to force a 3 and out. So let's see what this offense can do. I don't know why, bro. I'm so nervous watching A2 out there. It's like I'd be more nervous watching him than I was myself playing, but he was able to get his first catch early on. Let's see what else he can do on this drive, man. They moving the ball pretty easily. Okay, way to pick up the first down. Okay, jumping ahead to the 2nd quarter. Let me see what they gonna do with it. A2 coming across the middle. Good hands, good soft hands. Okay, 3rd and 16 though. Can they capitalize? Looks like they running the screen. They gonna come up short, man. 3 and out. In my opinion, on that last drive, 3rd and 16, you run a screen. I don't know, bro. That's kind of sketchy, but it is what it is, man. The defense was able to pick up a stop. Now we got 2 minutes left before halftime. Let's see if they can put something on the board. We need this 3rd down. Come on, A2. It hit you right in the hands, man. So as y'all can see, the Seahawks offense came alive and they were able to jump out to an 11-point lead. But that's how it is in the NFL, man. Those small adjustments happen on the fly, and you probably don't think much of it, but one small adjustment can be the difference between a complete shutout and a total blowout. But anyways, the Broncos are right outside the goal line. Bo Nix is able to find Cortland Sutton over the middle, giving them their first touchdown of the game, man. Let's see if this will actually turn the tides. Well, I hate to say it, man, but obviously no tides were turned. The Seahawks offense definitely came alive in that second half, like I said before, and it looks like they're going to pull off a season opener victory at home. Unfortunately, the Broncos will fall to 0-1 on the season. Now, of course, it's still early, no big deal. A2's actually still making a few plays, but unfortunately, as you can see, too little, too late. Week 2 of the season, Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, the Broncos will be taking on the 1-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this game is going to be very important for a few different people because if you remember correctly, Russell Wilson was on this team last year and they did him kind of dirty. So I know now that he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's going to be coming out looking to make a point. So, hey, the Broncos, they're going to have to do their thing, but let's get into it. So the Pittsburgh offense has had possession of the ball the entire first quarter. With only like 10 seconds left, the Broncos finally got the ball and A2 might actually score. On the second play, their second offensive possession, A2 went for 66 yards, bruh. Hey, man, they off to a hot start. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Jumping ahead to the second quarter, man, they got excellent field position thanks, to my son A2, but they got to capitalize and find their way into that end zone. Here we go, 3rd and 11. I don't know what bro doing. Bo Nix in trouble, had to get rid of it. Hopefully they can walk away with the field goal at least. They can't end this drive empty-handed. So as you can see, they definitely ended the drive empty-handed, finished it off with a missed field goal. And not only that, but the Broncos defense gave up a touchdown. So they're down 14-0, but there's a minute and a half left in this first half. So hopefully they could put something up on the board. Like I said before, A2 making another big play, man. He's definitely been a key factor in this offense so far, but we need a little bit more production. Looks like he got the flat route, 5 seconds left. I don't know what play they would be calling with 5 seconds left. Why are you running slants? Damn, bro. And then off the first half with the interception, it's all bad. 21-0 kicking off the third quarter. Well, not even kicking off the third quarter. The Pittsburgh Steelers already scored, but hey, that's a huge completion right there, moving them all the way down the field. Let's see if they could capitalize off that. Okay, let me see what we got, man. A2 coming off the line, wide open over the middle. Good catch. Way to hold on to it through traffic. Now they moving the ball up the field again. Let me see. We need a big first down right here. A2, good jump ball. Way to high point that thing, man. Let's see if we can get into the end zone. 7 catches for 101 today. Not bad, man. I think you can kind of consider this maybe a breakout game, but here we are. 4th and goal. A2 will score his first touchdown of his career, man. I love to see it, bruh. But it was too little too late. 21-7. The Steelers will go ahead and hand the Broncos their second loss on the season. Week 3, the Broncos are sitting at 0-2. But I don't know, bruh. I got a feeling. I got a small, slight feeling that maybe this game is where the Broncos start to turn things around. Now, as you can see, they're on the road taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are sitting at 1-1. Of course, it's still early, so no team has a true identity yet. So I'm excited to see what this team is going to do while they're facing adversity. Now, as you can see, they were able to strike first in this game, so hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Now, the special teams put the Broncos offense in excellent field position right outside the goal line, and A2 will score his second touchdown of the season, man. Hey, special teams are very important. They can actually make or break a season. They can win or lose a game. All right, so look, the Broncos have the perfect opportunity to go ahead and steal all the momentum because oh my goodness, bro. A2 lowering the shoulder just like his pops used to. Get up, man. You ain't hurt. Come on, bro. You got to play aggressive, especially playing as a tight end, man. You got to let them know that it can get ugly or even deadly at any point. But here we go, man. Right before this 2-minute warning, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen him do nothing like that since the JUCO level. You lower the shoulder and run somebody over? I love to see it, getting behind the defense. Hey, man, perfect, bro. Like I said, they had the perfect opportunity to go ahead and snatch away all the momentum. And A2 was able to get behind the defense and do just that with another touchdown, his second touchdown of the game. I told y'all coming into this one, I thought this would be the one. Yeah, I thought this would be the game where everybody started to gel together. And honestly, that's what it's looking like. Hold on. Oh my God, bro. Is he going to score? Does he have the breakaway speed? A2 taking it to the he got hawked down, bro. He got hawked down, but that was definitely beautiful. Way to turn something into nothing and put the Bronco defense in a perfect position to score. 7 seconds left in this third quarter. What's he gonna do with it? Bo Nix scrambling into the end zone, and that will do it. The Broncos are actually able to pick up their first win of the season, beating the Buccaneers 31-28 on the road. Week 4 of the season, the Broncos are coming off a very impressive win on the road, but they're back on the road taking on the New York Jets. And don't tell me the first play of the game, bro, Bo Nix will connect with Troy Franklin for like 60 yards. I love to see it, man. Beautiful. So far, we're only a few games into the season, but I mean, it seems like A2 is adjusting pretty well. Now, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily impressed with his gameplay, but I mean, he's doing his thing and he's holding his own. Eventually, of course, I would like to see him have a much bigger role in the offense, sort of like how he was at Texas and ULM. But like I said, bro, he's still getting adjusted, so I'm gonna give him some time, man. We still got a long season ahead of us. Anyways, here we are, 1st and 10. Hey, Bo Nix is doing his thing, moving them right into the red zone. All right, let me see what they're gonna do. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. We need a big play. A2 wide open for the tutty. I love to see it, man. Good catch, son. Now, as we all know, football is a game of runs, sort of like basketball, but in football, it's all about the momentum. Once the momentum starts to shift, it's kind of hard to stop it. And honestly, it looks like it's kind of starting to favor the New York Jets, as they were able to score a touchdown, get a stop, and a field goal. Now, the one thing we haven't seen all season from the Broncos, although it is early, is the run game. I think if they can establish a decent run game, they have this is exactly what the Broncos did not need. A pick 6 from Bo Nix. That's definitely going to change the whole dynamic of this 4th quarter. All right, so here we are, bro. 4th quarter, it's time for them players to make plays. Now, all we really need is a field goal, but there is still quite a bit of time left on the clock. So let's see if we can move the ball up the field. Looks like A2 got the out route or the corner route. Okay, way to adjust. I like it. Okay, 1st and 10. Let me see. Jumping ahead to 3rd and 6. Now, this is a big 3rd down right here. They are inside the field goal range, but there is still a lot of time on the clock, and they take a sack, bro. And unfortunately, they were able to get the field goal, but the Broncos would actually lose another game on the road by 4 points to the New York Jets, man. All right, man, listen. It ain't too much for me to say. I mean, when the team is sitting at 1-3 on the season, it ain't much to say. But what I will say is A2 is doing his thing, man. Last week, he had over 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 13 receptions, leading his team in receptions and yards at the moment, I do believe. So he's having a hell of a season, but that don't really matter. I mean, I guess in the NFL, it kind of does matter because it's more so like your personal stats as opposed to the team stats because you're getting paid, for your performance. But damn, it sucks when your team is losing, bro. But anyways, as you can see, the Broncos are finally back at home after 2 road games, taking on the 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I can't talk too much about their record because, of course, the Broncos are 1-3 as well. But I think this Raiders team is probably going to look a lot different next year with the new draft picks. But this year, bro, they ass. Anyways, inside the red zone, 2nd and goal, A2 on the crossing route. He almost finds the end zone. He just comes up a little bit short, but hopefully they could punch it in right here, and they do. Okay, way to go ahead and take the lead, man. That boy Javonte Williams was able to find the end zone. Give him 6, man. So the offense is actually looking pretty good, man. As you can see, they got a 17-0 lead, and it's looking like they may get out of here with a victory. Williams again, bro, breaking off a huge run right up the middle of the defense, giving them the 23-0 lead, bro. Like I said, if they can get that running game going, they'll be unstoppable. And as you can see, they were able to pull off the victory, 31-3 at home, beating the Las Vegas Raiders. So check out this player spotlight, man. They got their eyes on my boy. He actually has over 500 receiving yards, 45 receptions, and 4 touchdowns, and we not even halfway through the season. So like I said, man, my boy is definitely doing his thing, and I hope he becomes an even bigger role in the offense. But as you can see, the Denver Broncos are back at home taking on the 2-2 Chargers. I mean, when have the Chargers ever really been good? No, I'm just playing, man. The Chargers is decent. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this game. Right inside the red zone, of course, Bo Nix knows to look for my boy. He's the go-to target whenever we get into the red zone, but let's see if he's able to capitalize. And he is, man. Yes, sir, giving the Broncos the 3-point lead. That's his first touchdown of the game. All right, here we go, man. The beginning of the 3rd quarter. Let me see what they can do. A2 on the flat route. Good hands. Way to hold on to it through the contact. Now, it looks like he has the crossing route here. Can he make something happen? And he can. Get upfield, son. Okay. So they right inside the red zone. Let me see what they gonna do with it. Okay. Bo Nix standing tall in the pocket, throwing the dart over the middle, moving them even closer, man. Bo Nix has actually been pretty impressive, I can't lie. A2 picking up the key block on the outside. He's able to walk in completely untouched, man. I love to see it. Amazing teamwork by A2. And as you can see, the Broncos will actually walk away with another victory at home. So the Broncos are back on the road, but this time, as you can see, they're in the Big Easy taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now, if you look at the record, the Saints are kind of struggling to get started this season as well, but hey, man, my boy A2 is definitely doing his thing. As you can see, last game, he almost got 80 yards on 2 touchdowns with only 7 receptions. That's not too bad if you ask me. Uh-oh, huge fumble right there. Damn, man, a huge fumble by that Denver Bronco offense. So that fumble actually put the Broncos in a pretty bad position. Their defense went down and allowed the Saints to score. So now they're actually playing from behind 7-0. Let me see if they can find the end zone on this drive, though. Looks like A2 got the out route. Now, this is definitely his bread and butter, man. Just about every single time they call that play, he's going to be wide open. So if he's able to break 1 or 2 tackles, he could definitely score. Right inside the red zone. Let me see. Back of the end zone. Come on, bro. You got to make that play, but I got to give it to him. That was amazing defense. Now, jumping ahead to the third quarter, only down by 1 point, so they're definitely still in pretty good position. A2 picks up the 1-yard reception right there. I don't know what the heck bro is thinking, but like I said, man, still in pretty good position to score. 3rd and 4 right here. A2 with another out route and another reception. Like I said, if he's able to break at least 1 tackle, his yards after contact is going to be crazy. 3rd and 7. We need a big first down right here. What's going to happen? They came up just short on 4th and inches, man. So they were able to walk away from that last drive with the field goal, giving them the 2-point lead. Now there's only a minute and a half left and they're right inside the red zone. So all they have to do is hold on and secure the ball. That's it, bruh. So bro, that's what I was just saying, man. This is the worst possible thing that could have happened. That boy Bo Nix threw a pick 6 at the worst possible time, man. All right, so here we are, man, down by 5 points, needing a touchdown with only a minute left in the game. And right here, I got a little bit confused because I noticed A2 was no longer on the field. I went ahead and checked the injury report and didn't see anything, but he never returned to the game, and the Broncos ended up winning. But I was extremely confused as to why he was never put back into the game. I didn't know what was going on, but after the game, I would find out extremely tragic news. So it turns out that A2 actually went down with a pretty horrible injury. As you can see, he's suffering from an abdominal tear, and the team actually went ahead and just basically placed him on IR. And right now there's no expected return, bro. It's not really looking good. This is actually mind blowing to me. Of course, you guys watch my road to glory from start to finish, and you know, this didn't happen. So I really don't know what the next move is going to be for A2, but just keep us in your prayers, man.
And I love you.